I'm going to go through the answers to the check for understanding problems that we did this week. If you have any questions, please let me know. We had write the equation that can be used to find the area of the trapezoid. So remember, we have base 1 plus base 2 times the height divided by 2 is area of a trapezoid. And remember, our bases are always parallel. And our height is going to be perpendicular, creates that right angle to the base. So we do not need the y's here. So if I plug in what we know, I have area, they wrote it as 1/2 instead of divided by 2, 6 plus 10, and my height is x. So that is going to be letter G. The second one, a rectangular computer screen has an area of a square inches. The width is 7. What is the equation that represents the length? So if we have A equals, we know its area of a rectangle is base times height. So we have, they're using x for height. So we need to get x by itself. So we're multiplying by 7. So the inverse is to divide by 7. So x is equal to a over 7, which was j. Here we had a playground. It is in the shape of a trapezoid. So again, a equals base 1 plus base 2 times the height divided by 2. So we're going to plug in our numbers. 36 plus 68 times 30. And then divide by 2. Some of you are forgetting this divide by 2 piece. Remember, if it starts with a T, you divide by 2. So if I add 36 and 68, get 104 times 30, so placeholder 12, carry the 1, 3. Some of you stopped there and you chose A, but remember, we need to take that and divide it by 2. 11 is 5. 12 is 6 and 0. So it was actually B. And if you chose A on that one, I sent you a note that said, remember to divide by 2. Then we had a triangle. And I told you the base was 8 and the height was 3. And the formula for a triangle is base times height divided by 2. We want to know the area. So 8 times 3 divided by 2. 8 times 3 is 24. Divided by 2 is in fact 12. So again, some of you did choose G, and again, you were forgetting to divide by 2. So be very careful. Writing out that formula is key before you start plugging numbers in. Here I give you the area, and I give you the base. We need to find the height. So base times height, and then we're going to, in place of A, we're going to put 375 is equal to 25H. So this is kind of like the question we did earlier. So we would need to divide by 25. We can see how many 25s are in 375. 125, so 15. And most of you did really well on that. On the second day, I didn't give you any multiple choice answers, and you needed to find volume. So remember, volume now is big BH, and we have a triangle here. So that's going to be base times height divided by 2. This 42 is our big H because it is not on our base shape. So when I do big B, I'm going to say 36 times 8 divided by 2. I can do that over here on the side. 36 times 8, 48, carry the 1, 28. And then again, don't forget to divide by 2. So I have 144. This is my big B. And then my big H is 42. So I'm going to come over here, a little bit of space. 8, 8, 2. Don't forget your placeholder. 16, carry the 1, 17, and 5. 8, 14, 10, and 6. So I was looking for you to tell me 6,048. A lot of you told me that. You also put feet cubed, which was fine. I went through and I looked at all of them visually to make sure that it graded it correctly. Next question was a rectangular prism. So we have our base here. You could also have used a different side for a base. On a rectangular prism, it doesn't matter. On a triangular one, it definitely does. So we know base times height. Then we have big H times, so 90 times 12.4. forget your placeholder. 36, carry the 3, 18, 19, 20, 21. Carry the 2 is 11. And don't forget to move your decimal. So the volume here was 1,116 centimeters cubed, which the majority of you got. You did quite well. Rectangular prism has a length of 6, a width of 5, and a height of 3. So again, here is our formula. So we're going to say 6 times 5 times 3. 6 times 5 is 30. 30 times 3 is 90 yards squared. And then the last one some of you struggled with, again, starts with a T. It's a triangle, so don't forget to divide by 2. So V equals big B times H, where big B is base times height divided by 2. Remember, when we talked about on the example that you did on the practice, altitude is the height of the triangle. So we're going to say 3 times 2 divided by 2. And then we still have our height, so times 1. So 3 times 2 is 6. Times 1 is still 6 divided by 2. So this was 3 kilometers cubed. If you have any questions, please let me know.